How can I respond supportively when my loved one remembers the past but not the present? It's a good question.
It's actually one of the things that you can enjoy doing. It's not necessarily a chore. And it's something that can be very supportive and reinforcing. Because if you have a shared past, remembering it can bring a great deal of pleasure to both of you.
Nice way.
We can have a brilliant day talking about childhood, and I can reduce Tricia to giggles of laughter, especially when I tell her things that she probably doesn't want to recall. She was notorious in our neighbourhood for being a wild child because she'd grown up in the countryside with no restrictions whatsoever.
It's therapeutic, reminiscence, go with it. And remember, dementia is just one chapter in someone's life now. They have a whole rich life. So for you, going with that, having fun in the moment, it's wonderful if you do have shared memories that you can reminisce together. But there's such power as well in not knowing certain things. The person may tell you things, you're like, I never knew this. Or if they're being cared for.
Tell me about
Again,
it.
that's focusing on their strengths. This is a person with a rich life who has dementia, not the dementia taking the center stage, which sadly so often, you know, society, the rest of us around that person is overly focused on. Yes, we need to look at the challenges, but again, the past is where, now in saying that too, I work with a lot of people whose pasts have been quite traumatic as well. So again, when we're thinking of when behaviour gets disturbed or distressed, we do also need to think, is this something from the past? Did something traumatic happen when they were younger? And now they are back there in their minds again. So we need to be thinking about that too.
Yes, true.
I know it's a common misconception that you lose your short-term memory, but you have very clear memories of the past. That's not my experience. Tricia has a vague recollection that she did something important in her life and travelled a lot. And she would love to know more about what she's forgotten. I found her old passports. That's a tremendous memory aid.
And
looking through passports, passport photos, passport stamps, it begins to bring back and recreate a life that she would like to remember and has only a vague recollection of.
Very important memory that those around who can remember those things share. And I think it can be sometimes relatives in well-intentioned ways say, remember, trying to get the person to remember, and that can be very anxiety-provoking. So telling the person if they can't remember rather than trying to get them to remember.
If we treat the symptoms of dementia as a disability and the memory as a disability, you would never ask somebody to remember.
No.
If they don't have the memory.
Exactly.
Like asking somebody to remember is as if asking somebody who cannot hear you to hear you. What we do is, so we go to meet a person and we say, hello, I'm Paschalina, for example. So you don't ask them to remember who you are, or even if you're a relative, you can say, hi, it's me, Michelle, or it's me, Tony, it's me, Paschalina, and I'm here because we are going to do that. They don't have to remember. This is how you're supporting that part that they don't have the ability to do. So having that little conversation, like that supportive conversation, like I'm here, this is my name, this is what we're going to do, this is what the rest of the day is going to be looking like, and then repeat it as many times as you need to.
But isn't it strange, as you said, the point that we would never say to somebody who couldn't hear, you know, tell me what I've just said. And yet when it comes to dementia, so that dementia is a disability, a life-limiting condition, and how do we provide those supports and adjustments around focusing on what the person can do, not the memory problem, which has been formally diagnosed and we know is one of their biggest struggles.